Hey guys, here I am with my new operating system named Athena OS. This is very user friendly, but the main reason for making tutorial on it is not its user friendliness. It's actually a relationship with cybersecurity. Yeah, this Distro is actually designed for cybersecurity enthusiasts. But why I'm talking about user friendliness? Because this is based on Arch. Yeah, Arch Linux. That's actually known for its toughness and hardness. But this distro is very user friendly. Let me show you inside it. Here I logged in with my credentials. Every time you logged in, it will welcome you with this welcome window. Athena OS. See this jelly effect. It's pretty cool. Oh, excuse me, sorry for that. But let me show you some tools here that's supported for this distro. Hey, sorry, I clicked twice, so it's opening two windows. Here come tool for blue teamer. As I switch to enthusiast student, now it's showing tool for enthusiast student. These are actually beginner level tool like Nicto and Map. These all are beginner tools, so it's showing for students. As I switch for mobile analyst role, it's now showing mobile analyst tool, and the list goes on. Here comes for newer tester. Here come for network analyst, mobile analyst, malware analyst, and so on. So these all are not installed in it right now because I just set up this system, but they are supported. As long as we want to install any of these tools, we can install it. Okay, so in this tutorial we will install this operating system in our virtual machine and set up it completely, and then we will learn how to operate it. So let me switch to my Windows operating system. So here I am in my Windows operating system. Here we're going to install that Athena OS in our virtual box. But before pursuing for the installation and setup process, I want to say that if you didn't subscribe to the channel till now, so please hit the subscribe button. It will help us to reach more people. Here I wrote some requirements for the installation process: 3 cores of CPU, 4 gig RAM, 50 gig free storage space, virtualization software. You could use any. We're gonna pursue for VirtualBox here because I already uploaded a video previously how to set up and use VirtualBox. Okay, so here the fifth one is Athena OS file. Let me show you how to install the fifth requirement. Here I open my Chrome browser. We're gonna search for ATHENA Athena OS. Click for the first link. Here you can see link to the download. I'm gonna click it. Here is redirected us to GitHub page. Here are two options available for download: source forces, a website, and second one is torrent. I am compatible with source forces. I'm gonna click it. It will start downloading in 3, 2, 1 second. So here is started now, but as I already installed it, so I'm not gonna pursue for it. I'm gonna cancel it. In this way you can install the ISO image file. Now I'm gonna open VirtualBox, click for new, name Athena OS, the machine we're gonna install here. Changing my file system hierarchy due to some reason that I used tutorial in my previous video. Install software, VM, new folder, flag folder. It is a Linux system. We're gonna flag Arch because it's based on Arch. Flag next. Already told you that at least 4 gig RAM, 3 core of CPU, at least 50 GB free disk space. Okay, that's enough. 51. Finish. Now we're gonna customize this virtual setup. Click setting, select advanced. We're gonna change some default setting. Okay, click bidirectional. In display, fully video memory. In storage, click empty. Click disk, choose this file, Athena OS that we installed here. Now it's showing Athena OS ISO image file. Check this out because I don't like it. Alright, now our system is ready to boot up. Restart it. First, it will show a live image of Athena OS, then we have to install it. Okay. Oops, here it's done. Nice. Go for the first one. This process will take some time. I installation of live image, or sorry, booting of live image. So I'm gonna skip it because nothing to show you and teach you here. Here comes the installer. It's giving us two options, offline installation option and online installation option. So I'm gonna pursue for offline. But why? What's the difference between them? Let me clear it. In online installation, it will ask for some other stuff like utilities. You can say browser, hey, you want to install this browser or that browser, and something like this. So I don't want to do this stuff right now. I will set up this after the installation process. So I'm going to choose offline. That will install just necessary stuff like desktop environment and so on. So I'm clicking offline install. So the installer is ready. um, I'm okay with American English. You can change it if you like. Oh, nice. It's showing my account location. It's taking full advantage of internet. Um, System one will be set to American English. Alright. Wow. The number and dates will local to Pakistan Urdu. I'm also gonna change it. Here I click change. Select for English. Here come EN. EN for English, while US for USA. I click it and click OK. Now it's changed to American English. Now gonna click next. Default settings are OK. He's giving me four options. I'm gonna pursue for third one, to erase the whole risk. You can choose this encrypt system if you want, but I'm gonna leave it because generally in virtual machines we don't need to encrypt our disk. Giving it username and password. I don't like virtual box in front of my name, so removing it. Showing the summary of our machine setup. Okay, gonna click install. So finally this start installing, and it will take I think 15 to 20 minutes. So gonna skip this process. Installation is completed and it's showing to restart now. I'm gonna click done. But let me show you some interesting stuff here. We have to remove this disk as it reboot, so it will not reboot the live image again. Okay, it's rebooting. Now I'm gonna remove this. So now it's showing this portion empty. Let me move back to our virtual machine. What do you think about black arts? Let me know in comment section. If you need solution on it, then give me a thumb up on this video. I will make this. Alright, back to the our virtual setup. It's booting up. Now we have to enter our credentials. Click on it, then enter password. Oops, I think it's gone wrong. Sorry. Congratulations to you all. Finally, our virtual setup of Athena OS is ready. It's showing same welcome window. Let me close it. Now let's set up and install other utilities. So here we go on Arch logo. Click on activities. In this way you can search any of the app. Here I search for apps. Now it's showing software package installer. Here you can search for any app you want to install. Let's try browser, BROWS. Yeah, we're gonna search general terms so that it could show maximum result to us. That's what it has to for us to install. Alright, so it's showing multiple browser. Let's choose Brave. In this way you can click install to install it and set up it. I'm not gonna install it right now, so just minimizing it. And what about command shell prompt? Let me show you it. I just changed this wallpaper. Let me show you how to do this. Click display setting. Here I go to appearance, and here I can select this one. Now it's changed to another one. I was talking about terminal. Let me show you. Here I click bash terminal. Let me maximize it. First let me clear the screen. Here I can run Pacman manager commands to upgrade, update, or to install new tool, to remove the one. Let me show you how to do this. Like I wanna update the system. Now it's asking for password due to we run sudo. That's required admin privilege. So it's asking for admin password. As I will enter the password, it will start upgrading the system, but it will take a lot of time, so I'm not going to do it. And in the same way, you can run many other commands. If you don't know, you can ask and go and ask to ChatGPT, because the purpose of this video is just an overview of Athena OS, not that of running Pacman command or Ask Linux commands. Let me close it, and video is getting longer, so let me end this video.